Julia, do you know what I find the most surprising here?
Tell me.
This vegetation. It looks so similar to plants on Earth. Of course, I don't recognize any of these plants, but we're so far from home and plants look like plants. Rocks look like rocks, and it's even raining here.
Pardon my interruption, but I am detecting a faint trace of a very corrosive acid in the rain.
That's odd. Does it mean that the plants are resistant to it? Or is this the reason why some of the plants look so withered? This tree baffles me.
How so?
Look closely at the leaves. They're growing in thick clusters directly from the trunk. Even though the tree has lots of space for growth, it doesn't create branches. Have you been to this jungle before?
Indeed. And it was quite a disaster.
Was the crew attacked?
Well, I prefer the term greeted, but the crew thought otherwise. They answered with gunfire.
How terrible!
Yes, unfortunately, all those years of training for first contact were ignored in the realities of the jungle. The crew's fear of the unknown was too strong, and they did not even try to make contact.
You're saying they fired on sight?
Yes.
I doubt mankind ever learns. Buried deep in the jungle, with no sight of civilization and strange beings all around, they must have been so afraid. I don't think I can judge them. Do you know who was down there?
According to my recovered memory files, J.U.L.I.A led this expedition.
Again, Andrew takes the lead. Maybe his experiences as a soldier in the 2217 Middle Eastern War contributed to his paranoia down there. Wow, this can't just be a coincidence.
No, this structure was created by sentient beings.
This place is so tranquil, yet surreal at the same time. Almost mystical. Look at that flora! It looks neither alive nor dead, as if it were attracted towards that swirling spot. Maybe there is some kind of symbiosis keeping it alive. Just look at this! That insect almost looks like a firefly. Let's catch it and learn more about it. This tree looks hollow and dead. Let's check it out. This really isn't a natural formation, right?
No, someone has built it.
What the heck?
I am detecting a strong energy field.
Can you analyze what kind of energy it is?
It clearly has some electromagnetic properties, but I am still not sure what it is.
Is it dangerous for your circuits?
I don't think so. More likely, my senses are not sensitive enough to understand the true nature of this energy. I am being approached by a local life form.
Stay calm, Mobot. Let's try not to repeat history.
Oh my goodness, no wonder the crew panicked. I'm glad I wasn't there. I don't know how I would have reacted.
I think that it's trying to communicate with me, but I cannot understand what it is saying.
Try to greet him and show him that we come in peace.
It seems they have a written language. I might have more luck analyzing it instead of their native speech. Don't worry, we come in peace.
Let's pretend we have no clue about that incident, right?
Tell him that we're here to learn about the ways of the ancients.
Analysis. By revolve, it probably means the planets orbit around their sun, which we would perceive as a year.
Are you kidding me? Unless there are more advanced life forms than the one we've met, it sheds an entirely different light on them. This must be a statue, and to think that an extraterrestrial life species produced this art.
Don't get carried away too much. You have no idea how they actually perceive this. I would be deeply surprised if they would share any kind of common view with humans.
You're right. It's just so similar in a sense. I would have expected something different. Everything should be different. What an interesting plant. The rolled up part might tell me more about their reproductive process. I've already seen some of these plants straightened out. I believe that at a certain point, the plant simply shoots out its seeds like a slingshot.
Let us validate this with our analyzer.
They are so beautiful. Mobot, could you inspect the source of their glow?
Just a second. It seems that the glow is not actually caused by the plants themselves.
What do you mean?
They are covered by a thin membrane formed from little life forms. It is the life forms that are glowing.
Wow. So here we are, far away from Earth, witnessing a symbiosis between Plantae and Metazoa. Mobot, you'd be so kind and get me a sample? What is this supposed to represent? It almost looks like the local creatures.
It's a part of this artificial structure.
There are 2 of these statues, one on each side.
It doesn't look like that Ambrosian we just met. Maybe it's an object of worship.
If so, we should be more careful not to meet one.
There's nothing in here.
Any clue what the purpose of that strange cavity is?
Maybe the locals use it to hide when it's raining.
I don't think so. It's not very...
I guess you'll never understand sarcasm, Mobot.
Observation. These vines are not growing naturally.
Really? How so?
They are tied around the trees to create some sort of nets.
Nets? No, that doesn't sound right. They're too thick to catch anything. There must be a reason for those.
Let it be, Rachel. We should move on.
Sidewalk?
What do you mean?
Not a real sidewalk, of course, but it must be a walkway. They actually walk on these vines. What on earth? It's a standard issue laser gun. What's it doing here?
The sad thing is, to the local inhabitants, this weapon would be proof of godly powers. It is probably a holy relic to them.
It's scary to see such a common item depicted like that. It must have taken them a long time. It looks like a head. Do you think it's inspired by our expedition?
It might well be.
The spherical part contains some sort of a funnel.
A funnel? What for?
You use funnels to pour liquid substances without spilling them.
Very funny.
Another observation. A strange contraption is hidden at the back of the spherical part.
It looks like this statue has more to it than meets the eye.
I am not sure I can get you any more information about this funnel. Is there anything specific you want me to do with it?
Mobot, can you look closer at the scratch marks? They look like an inscription to me.
You are right, Rachel. It seems that these marks once corresponded to the symbols on this object.
I confirm your observations. I might be able to recover some of them. Let me try recovering the inscription. Based upon my new language data files, the inscription can be translated as "Flow with me to understand your past." Interruption. The life form is approaching.
I'm speechless. Our own paranoia, weakness, and aggression made us seem superior to these poor beings.
You shouldn't be so surprised, Rachel. Isn't that the human way of dealing with things they don't understand?
Another of those obelisks. I wonder what purpose they serve.
I apologize, but I am unable to tell you more about this strange energy.
So it wasn't a coincidence. They did actually build these things. Hang on a second, Mobot. This tree looks different.
Do you want me to scan it?
Please do.
It seems that it's sprouting from the spherical element at the bottom. Additionally, the spherical part is full of something which resembles dead vines.
Dead vines? Are the other trees like that as well?
It would seem so.
Let's validate your claim.
Warning, this place is built upon an incredibly deep gorge.
Can you estimate how deep it is?
I do apologize, but my current equipment doesn't allow for such a measurement. I could fly down to check, though.
No need to do that. I don't think it's vital for our mission anyway.
Another one of those carvings.
Indeed. Have you noticed the anthropomorphic shape of this one?
I did, and it makes me wonder if they tried to depict us going through the jungle.
It looks like a relic from the expedition. This machete must have been used by the crew to get through the jungle.
And now the inhabitants worship it as a relic. That's sad.
Either that, or it is here to remind them of the past.
This one even looks more like a head.
I agree. It is probably influenced by the overall shape of this construction as well.
The spherical part again contains a funnel.
I presume that all the funnels serve the same purpose. We just have to find out what it is. It looks like this statue has more to it than meets the eye.
Confirmation. Another strange contraption is hidden on the back of the upper part.
Mobot, can you look closer at the scratch marks? They look like an inscription to me.
You are right, Rachel. It seems that these marks once corresponded to the symbols on this object.
I confirm your observations. I might be able to recover some of them. Let me try recovering the inscription. Based upon my new language data files, the inscription can be translated as "Avoid me to learn about your future." I am not sure I can get you any more information about this funnel. Is there anything specific you want me to do with it? Caution! I am being approached again.
But it's just a simple broken machete. Can't we tell them that?
They wouldn't listen, Rachel. This is how myths are usually created, and by trying to explain them rationally, we would only lose their trust.
What a weird place.
Indeed, it doesn't belong here at all.
Mobot, can you tell me more about this liquid?
This liquid is a highly corrosive substance. I warn you against further analysis without taking protective measures, as it could damage my functionality.
No need to do that. I guess we know enough.
Obviously, nothing could survive in the neighborhood of this weird purple poison. I wonder what really happened here.
Attention! I've detected that creature in my proximity again. How do you mean?
That is strange. The crew couldn't possibly have done it. Moreover, this substance would be deadly for our probe as well. Rachel, look carefully at those bonding plants.
Why? Aren't those the same we've seen in the jungle?
Look carefully. They're actually part of one huge plant.
Do you think the whole forest is actually intertwined by one single organism?
We don't have enough data to tell, but it would surely differentiate Ambrosia from Earth, don't you think?
So let's get some more data now. Another of those obelisks. I wonder what purpose they serve. Obviously, nothing could survive in the neighborhood of this weird purple poison. I wonder what really happened here.
This liquid is a highly corrosive substance. I warn you against further analysis without taking protective measures, as it could damage my functionality.
This tree is gigantic.
My approximation is that the tree is around 1 kilometer tall.
That's almost 10 times more than the tallest tree on Earth. It looks like it swallowed the obelisk and feeds on the swirling energy.
I think you're letting your imagination run wild, Rachel.
Maybe, but I still want to have a sample. Another of those obelisks. I wonder what purpose they serve.
Observation. The cocoon is not a natural construction.
So this is where they live? I wish I had the chance to really research these beings, to actually do some proper science for a change. These look like berries.
That's an interesting idea, Rachel. Mobot, can you have a closer look at them?
Hypothesis. The berries serve as food to the local inhabitants.
Why do you think so?
There are leftover stems of various sizes which have clear signs of picked or bitten berries.
Couldn't it be that they just fell down?
Negative. The ground doesn't show any sign of that. I will obtain a test section. Traces of organic material confirm our preliminary finding. The local life forms built these walkways to quickly travel between various places in this jungle.
How do you use them? Are they somehow tightrope walking?
I would need to see this, but it seems that they might also be sliding.
Let's see about that. The blossoms, they're so beautiful. I wish I knew if they also smell nice.
I apologize, but I was never equipped with scent receptors.
It's all right, Mobot. Don't worry about that.
I will get you a sample. Observation. The inside of the cocoon is an elaborate construction which is probably capable of limited motion.
Motion? What kind of motion?
I would suggest that they can somehow pull the whole cocoon way up to the tree trunks, making the whole cocoon invisible. In addition to that, the cocoon can be sealed to create a rather compact and impenetrable construction.
Clever.